today is very important. When you are putting your walls up, that you have to have sill seal, or that blue foam underneath. The top of concrete to top of double plate is going to be 9 feet exactly. It has been a sweltering weekend. Even though it was colder, we were working in the sun all day. What's up, everyone? Wild Schneider Outdoors, and welcome back to the lake, and welcome back to the shop build. Now, today is very important, and with the first day of fall just happening, that means where we live, winter is fast approaching. So that means the walls have got to go up now. So what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be framing up, or getting at least standing, those walls that we had started the framing on in last week's video. We have this first wall now, the sill plate all laid out, and trying to get everything up and braced so that way we can start getting everything dried in for winter. So stay tuned, I'm gonna bring you along with us. Let's get these walls stood up. Here we go. All right, so if you remember where we left off last week, we had all the sill plate cut and drilled for the most part, and we had everything marked for where our 16 on center studs are going to go. So today we're gonna be laying the walls over, getting those studs secured, and then getting everything measured up, making sure that we follow our plans to a T, so that way we can stand these walls up, get them braced, and then work on the opposite wall, this wall, front wall. A lot to do, so let's get at it. Okay, so if you've never seen framing done before, right, you've got your sill plate here. Sorry for the stuffy nose, I have a wicked cold, thanks a lot, Mother Nature. You've got your sill plate here, and then you've got your top plate here. Right, this is gonna go against the concrete. We're gonna have studs in between this at 14 feet, and then we're gonna have this and then another top plate. So 2 top plates, but all I did was transfer the markings from the bottom sill to the top sill, so that way we know where to line up these studs, and I did that for the entire run of the wall. That's all we need for now. Time to start cutting those studs. This first exterior wall is done. Now, do not forget, when you are putting your walls up, that you have to have sill seal, or that blue foam underneath. That far wall that we stood first, we stood without the sill seal, had to pull it off, put the sill seal on, and then drop the wall back on. So we've got it up, we've got it braced. We need to go up and put in our second top plate, so that way, because that's what the plans call for. And then we will start to square this up and stand the rest of the walls. All right, sun's starting to go down. We're gonna call it a day here, but we did get that second plate up top, so it's double plated up there. We have our 5.5 inch let off on this end for when we stand our next wall. The double top plate will die off on the outside wall for these garages, but double top plated all the way through. It's braced up right now, not necessarily square. We don't have the wall sheeting yet, but this is not the end of the video. We're gonna go ahead and just clean up for tonight, and then we are going to cut to tomorrow. Here we go. All right, so we are back. It is the next day. Show you what we got here. So we looked at the plans last night, and even though this wall is supposed to be 14 feet, we made a boo-boo. Now, because there's a mezzanine in here, that means that we have a 9-foot section of wall, I-beams for the floor, and then a 4-foot section of wall to complete this up to 14 feet, and then the trusses go across. So we made a mistake. Now we're gonna fix that, but I'm glad we caught it early, because that means that this back wall, this other side wall, and the front will all be fixed, and we won't have to cut them from where they are now. So we're gonna get to cutting to fix this so we can continue getting these walls up. All right, crisis is averted. We have fixed the wall now. The wall is now from top of concrete to top of double plate is going to be 9 feet exactly, because what's gonna happen now is we are gonna have the I-joists for the floor for the mezzanine in here, which will add a foot, and then we'll have a 4-foot wall, or a 4-foot wall that ties into the 14-foot top. It's fixed. Now we're starting on the back wall. We're gonna get this stood, and then hopefully get that other wall on that side stood with all the windows, so stay tuned. All right, folks, that third wall, or that, I guess it's the second wall, but that first half of that back wall is now stood. We are gonna switch over to this side and start laying out the windows on our layout boards here so we can get all the studs correct. and we got to stand this one before we can stand this back half, but we're getting there. We'll keep chugging along until we run out of daylight. All right, one more wall is up here. You can see we've got the windows all blocked out. This one is the one that had to go in because we cannot stand our wall for the backside until that was up, because that's what it ties into. So now we can finish this back section, stand it, and then we're gonna call it a day. Sun's going down. All right, folks, so that's gonna be it. It has been a sweltering weekend. Even though it was colder, we were working in the sun all day. We did get, let's see, tall wall, short wall, back wall, part of that wall with the windows in it. So we got quite a lot done in just 2 days. So I'm very hopeful that the rest of it will go fast. It was a learning experience, learning how to read the plans, learning what the engineers meant by certain symbols on the plans, and then actually translating that into the wood. But we got it figured out. We got a lot done. So I appreciate you hanging out with us. Thanks for sticking around. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and turn that bell icon on so you never miss a video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, drop some comments down below. Go check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We post more than we do on our actual channel itself. And of course, as always, stay wild.